how ground my grass is already. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Went ahead and treated myself to a new battery. It's for this old girl here, because I'm tired of playing the battery swap game. Yep. Ooh. Wheel's kind of close. All right. Damn. I have a little back pain today. I don't know why that's not working, but there's a big old ugly spider in here. I'm just going to go ahead and end him real quick. Oh, there's another one. Oh, 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 ouchie. Oh, ouchie. Ow. You little bastard. Fucking trash. Sticking to my wrench. Them spiders stink. There it goes. There goes the old hood. Fucking shit. That's what happens when you leave shit sit around. Tire's even a little low over here. Have to get on this thing before it's full of bees' nests and such. It might already be full of bees. All right. Put us a battery in here. I get the fuck over there to it. Let us I never start. I gotta get rid of some tires over here, laying everywhere. There we go. It's got the go handle on her. Yeah. Unscrew those. Unscrew that. And where's our cables? Okay. There's the additional side and the minus side, and you know, all that good stuff. Come on, baby. Thread in there for me. Thread in there for me. Ah, you rotten bitch. There's too many washers on there, I believe. Take one out. We'll try it again. There we go. Still think it'll work. That's nice and tight. Let's see here. Get this one on. Aha. There we go. This one has 760 cranking amps. It's got 600 cold cranking amps. So, we're going to see how that works. Nothing snap, cracking, and frying, so I guess we're good. Try to get her to fire. It's been a while. A couple of months. Ouch. Well, that's a good sign. Oh, holy hell. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. How much gas it has in it? About 1/8 of a tank. I don't think it has any water in it. There we go. Just want to make sure it's going to work. Oh, still has the cat hanging off of it. And it stinks. But yeah, I need to get after this bitch. 'Cause it's been neglected. See if I can get that damn radiator cap off. Ouch. Nice thing there. Yeah, she's pretty low on water as far as that goes. I'm going to put some in it. Well, I probably won't put none in it today, but it's down there far enough I can't touch it. It's really dirty. And it's down, probably down this far at least. So I was looking at it and I seen that there wasn't much in there. Last time it overheats, I think the water pumps out of it. That's what I think. So I didn't want to let it run too long. I think it's usually them bearings on the front of these go out. Just grab the fan. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, she's not long for this world. That old water pump. So yeah, I'm going to have to address that, and many other things. So I'm gonna do a build series on this real soon, and it'll be within the next couple of weeks. I'm going to remove all this vacuum line garbage right here we have before us. Put a nice air cleaner on it. That one's all rusty and shitty. We're going to take all the smog equipment bullshit off. All the emissions garbage is coming off. Manifolds are coming off. All we're going to have on here is an alternator and a power steering. And we're going to unhook that massive fucking mess of wires going into that distributor. There's some kind of control module up under the dash that these trucks they put in them to help them to help the timing advance and adjust to certain driving conditions, and it's just not it sucks some power away. So this engine will run a little bit better, but not a whole lot. It only has about 175 horsepower. So, but there we go, everybody. We got a brand new battery in there, and yeah. Plus I got to get a grill. The county knocked this one out. We're going to get a new one. We're going to get us one that goes across the headlights. I got to get new parking lights too. My parking lights are shot. And I was thinking about taking that bumper off, putting a pan across the front, and polishing up the paint a little bit. Maybe put that sealer that guy from Primers is Best there puts on his trucks. Put a sealer on that bitch. Well, but I can't do none of that. I'm not going to fuck with the body shit no more until we get her driving and stopping and all that other shit. There's my mutt. And then that other barking little bastard up there. It's my sister's dog. He's a little asshole. Rouse them all up. Oh yeah. So I figured, I'd do a little cold start on that. Plus I got another shot for another blast for electric car fuel coming your way. Oh, yeah. Plus, I had to buy me some light bulbs. I got me some sciatic nerve pain here today, so yeah, that's awesome. I just couldn't wait for that to pop up and come back. Yesterday I was talking to my dad. You'll see a shot of the judge on here too. I helped him wash the judge up and stuff yesterday morning, and then I borrowed his truck to go to Hagerstown because I didn't want a spark plug blowout fucking occurrence to happen again on the Mercury and the Daytona. I just don't trust it to go that far. And one other thing. Well, while I was down there helping him, I was just hosing the car off. I wasn't really washing. He was washing it because he's particular. So I let him go be particular, and I was hosing off all the soap and I was helping him dry it. But before I get to grab a towel to help dry some of it off, my back, I just felt it slowly starting to hurt. I felt the pain slowly going down my right leg, down into my bottom of my foot. Yeah, I knew right then what it was. The left side of my back just got inflamed like a son of a bitch. So I got his pickup. I came up to the house. I smeared Icy Hot on it, took some Aleve pills. Headed down there, sat in a car accident on 70. Sat down there for about 45 minutes in that, which, there were no fatalities that I knew of. an SUV cut off a tool bed Ford truck, and they both rolled over a couple of times. So they were letting us pass because 70 for some reason is just a 2-lane road on each side, and they need to make it 4. They need to make more. They need to go over where that old railroad line is that it goes next to, and tell them to go fuck themselves and ride their fucking bikes on another goddamn path some fucking place, because that's stupid. That's a bunch of hippie shit that our fucking state had to put in. They had to rip up all those old rails and put in a goddamn fucking bike trail. Plus, the medians are just insanely wide on 70. They are like, you could put at least 3 pickup trucks end for end in that median from one side of the freeway to the next. You could put 3 full-size, 4-door fucking pickups with 8-foot beds on them across there. That's how much room is in the median. And they could bring a dozer in there and cut that all down and make an extra lane on each side, and then get rid of that goddamn bike path, and then cut some of the banks away and have extra fucking lanes. They can do it. It's simple. They can do it. Do they want to? Probably not, because when you have an accident on that road, you sit there forever because there's only 2 lanes. And a lot of times the accident is over both fucking lanes, and there you are. You're sitting. You're fucking sitting. There's no turning around. Where I was, it was a bank right next to me. I couldn't turn around and go a different route. I was going to the Prime Outlets down there. It's kind of like a mall. It's kind of a little bit outdoors and inside. They got a bunch of sidewalks outside around the place. You go to one set of buildings, you walk outside, go into another set of buildings. It's set up like that. And they're good stores, but they don't open till Christ. I'm glad I left when I did, because the place didn't open till like 11 o'clock. So if it wouldn't have been for that accident sitting in there, I'd have had to sit in the fucking parking lot down there and wait for that place to open up. We were going to that children's place. They sell clothes for kids, and we had to get my daughter's Easter clothes didn't fit, so that's where we got them from, online. And we went down there to exchange them for bigger sizes, so we didn't have to pay shipping and pay extra amounts of money, because the stuff was 50% off. And luckily, they were having a 50% off sale down there at the time. So we kind of lucked out and got what we needed. And then we went to a Five Guys down there and ate lunch, which was pretty good. I was impressed. It was good. Now their burgers aren't as good as what they say they are. I mean, you can build them however you want. They're okay. I mean, they're good. Are they better than McDonald's? Oh, 110% better. Now, their French fries is what knocked me out. They're fresh cut fries, and they were fried in peanut oil, which is unheard of today in fast food restaurants, because they're frying their food now in seed oils, like canola oil. Canola oil is nothing but cottonseed oil and grapeseed oil mixed together, and it's artery hardening and cancer causing trash is what it is. That oil was originally made to lube tank tracks and such back in World War II. That's what they developed, because it was thin enough and light enough to have, and it had enough viscosity to keep stuff like that cool, other working parts other than the engine. So that would have been classified as like a motor oil or like a 2-stroke oil or something like that. And now they're fucking frying our goddamn food in it at fast food joints. And they're putting it in ingredients in foods, like they're putting it in breading for chicken, and they're putting it in French fries, frozen French fries that you get in the grocery store. They're doing all that kinds of shit with these seed oils, and they're just no good for you. They are what is making people great big and fat and getting cancer, and they're having heart attacks and dying. And stuff like that. And you can't serve that stuff. It's like they're purposely wanting to kill us. They want to poison us, and stuff like that promotes diabetes and all that other bullshit. And it's fucking insane. It's terrible. Why you would want to do that to people is beyond me. But they have a plan, like Bill Gates and all them. They have a plan because they want to thin the population. And dragging in fucking gender ideology has pretty well fixed that. Because the next generation, Generation Z, isn't going to fucking reproduce hardly at all. I'm going to tell you that right now. Unless that kid's parents were raised right themselves and taught right from wrong and male from female and all that other shit, and they were taught how to be, you know, they were just taught how to live, and they were taught common sense. That's what's lacking here. And you got all these idiots, you know, that are running around protesting for Hamas and hollering death to America and death to Israel and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? As far as that goes, Israel can take care of itself. The UN is what's bad. They need to get out of the UN. And then, you know, because the UN tries to police everybody, and they just need to get out of there. Because the UN is bad news. And they're the ones, they want to secure all this funding for Ukraine. That's an unwinnable war. It's a money war. It's like Vietnam. It's a money war. The only reason they're keeping in it is because politicians and other world leaders are getting fat off of this war from our fucking tax dollars. They're all living it up because our stupid, retarded government won't stop giving those assholes money. And this needs to be stopped. That's why I'm encouraging everybody to go vote for fucking Republican this fucking time and to be in office. You got to vote Donald Trump in office. That's all there is to it. Because we can't take this country. It's kind of like the Enterprise on Star Trek when it's outgunned and outmaneuvered by the stronger, bigger ship. There's no way our country's going to sustain or going to be able to deal with 4 more years of Obama-Biden presidency, Kamala Harris bullshit. There's no way we're going to survive. Our rights are going to get stolen. We're going to be gathered up and put into 15-minute cities, and everything's going to suck. Way worse than what it is now. You think them taking your posts off social media is bad? Wait till they get this to flourish and take your freedom of speech and your right to bear arms away and your right to vote. Because I just have this funny feeling if he gets back in office, if Biden and the crazies get back in, that they're going to try and stop our elections from happening after this. This will be the last election if that happens. That's my opinion. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's a fact. Because they are a pack of morons. They are so dumb. They're so fucking stupid. And they're so rich. They're crazy rich. And they have no idea what us U.S. citizens, us working class people, need to live. And they have no idea what they're putting us through. Because they're too stupid. They're just worried about the money. They don't care about lives. They don't care about what you have to do to survive, so they just don't care because they are not in touch with us at all. So I just hope it doesn't come to a lock and load situation where we'll all have to grab each other by the hand and go to D.C. and put an end to it, and put a stop to it. That's the only other option as far as that goes. See, that's the reason we have the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, so we can fight against a tyrannical government. And that's what we're seeing uprise before our very eyes, is a tyrannical government. And that's the reason we had the right to bear arms. That's why our forefathers put that in the Constitution. And it is for that reason, and that reason only. It's not so we can go hunt. It's so we can defend ourselves against a tyrannical government that's coming to try and rule us over. because they have forgotten that we're the boss. We're the driver of the car. They're the car. We just show it where to go. We tell it where to go. We have to steer them in the right direction. So anyway, one other thing I want to touch on. I don't know how all of you feel about the great big 25 and 30-inch fucking wheels on cars and trucks. But I, quite frankly, hate those great big wheels. Anything that's above 17 inches, I fucking hate. I would put a 17-inch on my Chevelle if they quit making 15s. I would put 17s on it, as I really hate 16s, because 16s, they're just awful. And 17s, I can get white leather tires on 17s. Seems like it's like a select few sizes you can get white letters on. But anyhow, I really like the white letters. That's why I like 15s so much. And I like that sidewall. I like that extra big fat sidewall on the tire. But I was watching a show. I don't turn it on when it comes on, but it's called Texas Metal. And these guys, these Texas Metal guys on Motor Trend channel, they all look like those 1990s Mexican stereotypes is what they all look like. They got their straight bills on their fucking hats. They got their flannels on her, buttoned right up here, like 2 buttons, and the rest of it's hanging open, you know, and their pants are down around their fucking asses, and every fucking build they do, if it's a pickup or an SUV, they jack the motherfucker to the moon and put these fucking 13-inch wide by fucking 25 or 35-inch tall fucking wheels on stuff. It's like, now, what in the fuck? And it's every single fucking build they do. It is so tacky and ridiculous. And they look like Christmas trees coming down the road. They got so many goddamn lights hanging in the wheel wells and underneath of them. Oh my God, it's awful. It looks so tacky and ridiculous. It's like the racers went and got 4-wheel drives, you know, and it's so bad. And they're all diesels. All the pickups are diesels. And very few of them are, you know, gasoline engines. They're all mostly diesels. And these fucking things, they're fucking ear-cracking fucking loud. They're puffing clouds of black smoke. I mean, that doesn't really bother me that much. The noise doesn't bother me. It's just the look. It looks so ridiculous. It looks so terrible. I mean, I know people in the 70s probably thought, oh, them cars with the great big fat wide tires and the little skinnies on the front and the ass ends sticking up in the air and the front ends, you know, has them brakes on them. They probably thought that was stupid back in the day too. But I don't think it was near as bad. I actually like that, because that's what I kind of model my pickup here after. I always like my pickups with the ass end up in the air and the front end squatting. But then, you know, it's like they're trying to get close to duplicating the Carolina squat trucks. And it's so terrible. It's so fucking bad. I can't help myself but say, holy fuck. Why? What are you doing? Why? Why? It's so awful. And they do it with cars too. There's another one I watch. Bitchin' Rides. The guy with the big long goatee and his buddy. They're all the time on there arguing and joking and giggling. And they're doing builds that are fucking just crazy. It's rich assholes bringing stuff to them. They're fucking rich people. They have endless, bottomless fucking bank accounts. And every fucking ride they do, every car that comes in, every pickup is dragging on the ground with great big fucking wheels. The biggest goddamn wheels that you could possibly fucking get on anything. They got it on there. And this tiny little skin fucking rubber on the fucking wheel. running around it. Then they wonder why they get fucking asphalt rash on the goddamn rims and shit. And then they put like fucking 900 and 1100 horsepower fucking engines in them. Which, I mean, that's cool. But these fucking motors are like encased in fucking plastic shit. And everything's got to have black fucking wheels on it. Black wheels here, black wheels there. All the chrome's blacked out. Everything's black. It's like, fuck. I mean, I understand everybody's got to have the murdered look. It's the murdered look. That's great. That's awesome. But you're doing it to death. You're doing it to death over and over and over. Every fucking car they're turning out looks like that. Every pickup they're turning out looks the same. It's like all these fucking people are yuppie pussies, and they're going out and they see, oh, I like that build you did last season. And then they have that fake deadline shit. The fake fucking deadlines. Oh, we were up for 24 hours wrenching on this. We built the whole car in just, 2 days. Yeah, we got to get it to the SEMA show. Because they're always going to the SEMA show. All of them are going to the SEMA show. Constantly. And, oh, we got 16 fucking cars headed to the SEMA show. And we got to get them done yesterday. And they're running and scrambling and throwing shit and fucking arguing and cussing each other. And the next thing you know, they're setting up at the SEMA show. They made it. Come on. Over-dramatizing shit. It's like the Kardashians. Rich white bitches with fake problems. That's all it is. It's rich assholes. Asshole car builders with fake problems. They're building a car to take to a fucking thing where they sell products to show it off because, SEMA invites people like that. If you happen to be at a car show and they happen to be there and they really like your car, like your style, they invite you to shit like that. If it's the right guy, they'll invite you to that. And sometimes other people that are in that show can invite you to it. It's not a thing where the public goes in and looks, which is stupid. If they check and see how much money you got at the door. It's like Barrett Jackson and Meesum Auctions. If you don't have $1 million in your fucking bank account ready to go, ready to spend, they won't let you in that fucking joint. And it's the same way with the SEMA show. If you don't have so much fucking money hanging out of your ass, you ain't allowed to go in there. You're not allowed to walk anywhere. You have to be invited. It's invitation only. And that's the only difference between the SEMA show and the big famous rich guy auctions. And I remember the show called Car Crazy. It was the guy that owned McGuire's Waxes and shit. He would always put on a show, and they would always go to these fancy fucking car shows where it was just rich assholes standing around. None of them knew anything about their fucking cars. They just went and bought them. And they were like, most of them was European shit. And they had Cords and they had MGs and they had all these old ass fucking race cars from Europe that went in the Le Mans over there. And it's like, really? I don't give a fuck about any of these cars. Because I have no idea what the fuck they are. And they're all driving them on the right-hand side. And these people, most of them are pushed around. They don't even drive them. They don't run them. And it's like, Cedric, I bought this at an auction over in England off an old farmer that bought this thing new. And he raced it on the side. And I bought it for like $10 off of him. And I had a professional restorer restore it, and then now here we are. I don't even know what the fuck it is, or it just looked cool. So I took it, and I'm bragging to my rich friends, and we're having dinner parties around the motherfucker. And the only one that he ever had on there that knowed anything about any cars was Jay Leno. He had one of his steam cars there. And he was showing them how to start it and how it drives. Because that guy, he's got a fucking team of mechanics that work on his shit all the time. And he's just out there driving around. He gets in them cars and drives them around. And they constantly do maintenance on that stuff for him. I mean, that man right there, he's living the fucking dream for sure. Old Jay Leno is. But, I tell you, those shows drive me fucking insane. Because they are definitely not for everybody. I mean, if you're a dreamer and you're going to sit there and watch that shit and go, oh yeah, I'm going to be like that one day. Well, chances are you're not going to be. Because the way things are fucking moving along here, the rich man's the only going to be the only one that's going to be able to afford gasoline here soon. It's already moved up 10 fucking cents here in the last week. It's like $3.79 around here now. It's a getting up there from fucking $3.59. And it's up 20 cents here. I can't even add. I'm a stupid fucking hick redneck fucker. I can't do math. But anyway, and then they're wondering why everybody's pissed. They sit around, oh, I can't believe you guys are pissed. Oh, inflation's down, they say. Oh, inflation's down. To the rich man, it's not much. To me, it's a lot. Right now, $200 is a lot of money to me. Even though it can't buy you much, but I go around without $200 in my pocket more than I have it. And today, I spent $170 at Walmart. And I didn't even fill a cart up. I bought transmission fluid, 4 quarts. I bought a battery for this truck. I bought a skillet, so my eggs quit sticking. I had to throw the other ones away because the non-stick shit's coming off of it. I bought 2 things of fucking bacon fat. Because I like to cook with bacon fat. Because that butter that you get at the store in the tubs is nothing but canola oil. And a bunch of other junk. The fuck else did I get? I got a pepper grinder. I got some beef, chicken, and pork seasoning. And I think that was it. Just a couple things. $173 fucking dollars. And I still owe a battery back to Walmart because I didn't take a core with me. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. But anyhow, everybody, just had to get that off my chest because the bitching rides, there's sometimes I can tolerate the show, but I'm getting away from it. Graveyard cars, that guy is a dick. I can't really stand him. He definitely knows his shit about Mopars. My hat's off to him for that. He really knows. He knows every fucking thing. If you don't know something about a 60s or 70s Mopar muscle car, he can tell you. He can tell you what you're missing. He can give you the facts on all of it. He's a fucking open book of reading VIN numbers. He's just fantastic on it. Do I like his show? Hell fuck no, I don't like his show. He sucks. He's a dickhead. He's a smart dick. He's real cocky. I just don't like that. And there's another show I watch. I forget what the fuck that show's called. The guy, he's really honest with people. These people come to his shop with these old cars that they've had sitting around for years that they bought eons ago back in the 60s. He fixes them up and he deals with the problems. And he test drives each of these cars when the build's done. He test drives them all and does brake checks on them, acceleration checks, sees how the fucking body panels fit together on them. And he gives it to them straight. No bullshit. Just tells them, look, this car's a piece of fucking shit that you brought me. You need to bring me another fucking car so I can fucking build this one. Or we can just build the other car that you bring. You need to do something. And I like that. I like that honesty. Like, he's getting into people's shit. I mean, that guy's making the big bucks doing this. I forget the name of the show. But if you want to jot that down in the comments, if you watch that shit on there. He's a dark-haired guy. He's probably a little bit taller than me. He's skinny. He's just right to the point. telling you, hey, you brought in a piece of fucking junk to me. It doesn't fit right together. I'm going to have to rip it all down. I hope you got more money. That's what he tells them. And he's straight to the point. He doesn't sugarcoat the turd that you brought in. He's not over there trying to polish. Oh, I think I can make it work. No, he's not doing that. So anyway, everybody, I'm going to go over and finish eating my fucking dinner. So I had to do that because we're supposed to have a nice, thick, heavy frost tonight. It's still fucking April. I can't say that I don't remember it ever doing this in April, but it has snowed this late in April before. It did last year, and it did the year before. We're going to have a thick frost tonight, which means I'm going to have to get my ass out of bed early and start my fucking car up and let it run for fucking half an hour. So that will have to definitely be done, and tomorrow's going to suck shit. Because one of my real good friends quit down there at work, and now we're down another guy, and I think he's making a mistake, but it's more money for him, so whatever's going to help him along through life, more power to him. I wish him the best. I don't agree with him quitting there, but you can't keep everybody there. You can't keep everybody happy. I mean, it would be nice if they would pay us more money. It would be great. We did get a raise, but it's not a real good one. I mean, they gave us, what was it, 60 couple cents? And they could have gave us $1. They could have. Is there more in store? I don't know. All I can do is tell them. I can voice my opinion. They can take it however they want to take it. And that's it. That's all I can do. So I can't make them pay. Can't make them understand because they're rich people too that own the business. And you can't make them understand what you need in order to make it. Because I should be able to have money left over. I should be able to put extra money away for retirement. And now I can't. I'm fucked. Again, I'm not going to be able to retire now. I have some money in Edward Jones, and all they keep doing is stealing it. Because they take 2% off the fucking top of it. I need to put it in Prudential because they don't take any off the top. They watch your money and they call you, hey, we're going to move your money around to collect more so we can get you more. Thing is, though, the company won't match it if I do Prudential. They now have a 401k instead of an IRA they want us to jump into. And I just don't want to do a 401k because look at the stock market. It's awful. If you don't have insider trading, you don't know what you're doing, and you don't have a shitload of money to start with, you're fucked. I mean, they pour it on to you big time. So I'm getting into another subject I don't want to get into because it pisses me off when I think about it or talk about it. So we're just going to end this on that note. So you'll see the electric car fuel shit next and the judge. Maybe I'll fit that in between. So everybody have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your shitty fucking Sunday. I'll see you on the next one. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you want. If not, it's up to you. See y'all on the next one. Alright, everybody. Found some more electric car fuel. Got to get the dirt off the top of it. Here we come. You fucking hippies. You motherfucking hippies. Found you more. Oh, yeah, sorry. Hippies and you fucking woke fucking Democrat pussy-ass motherfucking bastards. We found you more electric car fuel, you fucking stupid, fucking idiot, pussy-ass, motherfucking douchebags. Fuck you, Joe Biden. Fuck you, Camel Toe Harris. Fuck you, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton. Your husband, Bill, can suck a big fat cock. All of you can go fucking take a sugar-frosted fuck off the head of my fucking dick. Douchebags. So, I hope to fuck they all hear me say that. I hope. Fucking commie motherfuckers. Fuck you, commie fucks. Okay, but anyway. I wish I could just, have them up there standing on this when it goes off. That would be awesome. Invite them in here like
1 minute to blast.
Like they're going to speak, because they have those. Biden has that whole crowd of 25 or 30 people that follow him around. Oh my God, we drawed such a crowd in of 30 people. Tens of people came to show up to listen to me mumble and, trip over my own words and fall off stages and downstairs. Because I'm fucking stupid.
30 seconds.
The Democrats, they hate coal, though. They hate gas, natural gas, and they hate oil. But yet, everything they fucking use made from oil, and they use natural gas all the time.
10 seconds.
Here we go. 10 fucking seconds.
Fire in the hole.
Whoa. Damn. That wasn't too bad. Covered with dust. Yeah. Huh. Oh, shit. Kind of tired today. Tired of all this bullshit that's going on in our country. I know that. Look at that. Glorious, glorious dust storm. Oh, yeah, baby. Yes, everybody, our Democratic Party is now the Communist Party. They are and have been for the last 3.5 years the Communist Party, and they will continue being the Communist Party. They've turned their backs on all the citizens, dragging in illegals to try and participate in the voting process. I can speak. Starting to get like Biden, starting to stumble and mumble, and at least I know where the fuck I am, and I know how to get out of this truck. This thing called stairs. But anyhow, now all the illegals are protesting in New York City because they were moved out of the Fortune 500 fucking hotels or the 5-star hotels and into shelters, and they don't like the shelters, but they would rather trash these hotels instead. It still make fucking shit's been a difference to me. I could give a fuck about their hotels because they're all a bunch of dumbasses for letting them stay there. It's your own goddamn fault they're trashed. Go fuck yourselves. Fuck off. New York City. New York City, you can suck on my nuts.
All clear.
You can eat my fucking ass. Because I don't give a shit. I don't care. But anyway, they're all protesting and complaining, and they want back in their hotel rooms, and that's not going to happen because all those hotel owners are fed up with the bullshit. So, the best thing we can do is deport all those cocksuckers, get them the fuck out of here. because they don't need to participate in elections. This is getting out of hand. Well, it's not getting out of hand. It's been out of hand for a while. So they'll need to suck on my nuts. They're here and nobody's sucked on them for a long time, so they can all get started on them, and then I'll act like I give a fuck later on. But yeah, fuck. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go. They're all so fucking stupid. And they think that, them doing this shit, they all think we're so stupid. They all think that, they can throw seeds in a box like they do when they trap. You can trap those little game hens by throwing seed in a box that falls in a hole in the ground after they put their weight on it. They think that that's us. They think that they can trap us real easy, like idiots. You get down there, hammer down there. So, anyway, it's pretty dusty. I'm down here, sit in the middle of the road. Boom. Look at that shit. Now, the road going up in there is blocked. We'll be alright though. Just a bunch of dust on the pole. We're good. Alright, everybody. I'm a sour son of a bitch today. So, I might add some other shit to this, maybe. I think we're still putting that rear end in the Chevelle this weekend. I'm not real sure, but I guess we'll find out when I get a hold of Uncle Big Block and see what's up. So everybody, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.